Hi everyone, welcome to Inbound After Hours. Today we'll be talking email marketing. We have Paul, Ricky and Andrew. How are you doing?
Awesome. Right.
And we are broadcasting from a 16th century castle, would you say?
I'd go with that.
16th century castle. We're actually doing a strategy day off-site so we can get shit done today without being disturbed. So we thought we wouldn't miss a podcast and we'd just set up here. Yes. Very weird looking fireplace.
We're not in Santa's Grotto.
No, not in Santa's Grotto, really. But yeah, okay, so we're talking email marketing, guys. Let's kick off with the first question. And does email still work?
Yeah, so
yeah.
I hope so.
Since about today, we're on out of the job if not.
Yeah, I think you do here. Well, I think they're actually getting more popular. In the last few years. Yeah, it's cool to email. I did read to it the other day, like, especially for retail, like the weekly e-commerce thing, because of like mobile, people dropping the millennial bomb keyword, but like they're reading a lot more emails on mobile devices these days. Open rates are actually going up rather than down.
At 3 a.m.
Yeah. As soon as I wake up, checking it. Or so it's either people, there's being more personalised or more appropriate, and not buying lists, and people are subscribing to stuff. But I think as a delivery of offers and information on a mobile device, it's opened up again that platform from like the 9-to-5 desk job office screen. I think it's getting more popular, and we use it for all our clients. It's key part of our strategy, really, isn't it?
They're easier to get on your phone as well because of that, aren't they?
Yeah.
I suppose that'd explain that. You've got an app on your phone, it comes as standard, you hook up to your Google account to get your contacts, and then your Gmail or your Hotmail or whatever is on your phone. It's just another push notification.
Yeah.
Check your emails more than I used to, definitely now.
What kind of stats are we looking at? You look at our clients' HubSpot's ballpark.
What open rates
on mobile devices?
I think you're talking 20% in the 20s.
Yeah, 20 is what I always set as the
bar.
Anything above that is great.
When I've read like general marketing blogs, they say like 23, 24.
Yeah.
Which I think 20 is more.
Yeah. If you're emailing every week, that's good in my eyes.
Yeah.
You'll have some. Your brand new database, you send your first email, you've got a 90% open rate, it's amazing, and that slowly peters out, and I think 20 to 25 I'd be happy with.
And also context of what we do, we're obviously doing inbound, so people are opting in, they're expecting content, they've heard of the brand, so when we're talking email marketing, we're talking about the way we do it.
And I'm talking here as well, batch, segmented but batch, like outbound, these sort of emails, not talking about workflows or anything, because they're much higher because people actually are waiting for those, but your standard week-to-week emails, product launches and updates and things about that.
Yeah, that's pretty fair.
We've had the client who's done the outbound emails cold has had a lead come out of that this week.
Okay.
I don't know how many they sent exactly, I think it was about 12.
Yeah.
And one of those just from cold off LinkedIn, I think.
I mean, you're playing a numbers game with cold, aren't you? You're just hoping that someone's in the buying cycle at that exact stage at the moment. You hit it, so you could send 5 and have one lead. You could send 50,000 and have no one.
Yeah, the next.
Exactly. You're playing a numbers game, really. And with outbound, it really is like what your open rates on pure cold outbound stuff. It's like lower single figures.
If it gets through as well.
If it actually even gets to them,
I just think the risks far outweigh in my eyes, and I'm inbound fully, like all inbound. But if clients ever want to just chuck in,
you've shown everyone your inbound tattoo.
It's just, I just think the risks of getting yourself blacklisted or your domain banned is just. I don't think people understand how quickly it will go very badly. These days, you can't just, as long as someone doesn't report them, people don't have to open them ever. You don't even have to see them, and the email, the provider will actually block you. I think, I wouldn't dare. No. I'm being on this side. It scares the life out of me.
And I always, because we're so engrossed tonight, the persona and persona marketing, I always think of it from their angle. when do good things start with spam? Like seriously, when did a good relationship ever start with spam? Or you think, wow, they spammed me 10 years ago, now I love that brand. Like that just doesn't happen, does it? And even if you spam someone and you ignore it, if I'm actually in the market for something 2 years later, if I remember, bloody spammy guys, I'm not going to those. So I think it sets off the wrong tone. If you sell that sort of thing, I think it sets off the wrong tone, really.
If it was my businesses, I just think it looks a bit crap.
Yeah,
Like,
there's better ways to do it.
Yeah, it's a bit embarrassing, like a bit cringy nowadays, isn't it? Because you can, it's so easy to do it the right way.
And I think even if you want in quick, which is normally people's answer to like buying lists and stuff, playing that numbers game back, if you actually sat and wrote your funnel out of what you expected from outbound, then sat and wrote a funnel of maybe social ads on Facebook, actually getting people to download content and then opt in, I don't think your costs would be too far different. Your time wouldn't be any different. But you're getting people to opt in and want the email rather than just smashing them out with spam.
People are scared of emailing 50 highly, 50 of the right people versus 10,000 the possibly right. That 50 is the same in both, but people just feel so much more comfortable sending out 10,000 because they think, I'll definitely get someone.
Comes back to old school marketing, just impressions, isn't it? How many people saw what I've got?
Reach and exposure.
Yeah, and it's like, well,
it's not the right people.
Yeah, exactly. It comes back to that, doesn't it? And I think, I read some stats recently, like 90% of marketing goes out knowing that only 10% of the people that could see it are the right people. Do you know, like when you're looking at magazines and stuff like that, you know full well 90% of the people that read that aren't even relevant, and you still go ahead.
Hoping. It's crazy, isn't it?
It's bonkers.
What's the saying we keep hearing lately, Ricky, from prospects? Can you just blast my list?
That's
the exact saying, isn't it? Can you just blast this list?
It's such an awful phrase as well. It kind of sums it up, doesn't it? It normally comes from top down, with without that knowledge. We've got a client who has, I think, like 1.2 million contacts, and their phrase is blast the list. If we need a sale, blast the list. And fair enough, you're going to get sales from 1.2 million emails. You'd have to do a bad job not to get any from that. Even if you're playing the numbers game, you're going to get something. So they've got that comfort blanket in. We've had a bad week, blast the list.
And if 50,000 people unsubscribe, it's not.
It's
not a big deal.
But that's literally what happens. Like it's insane, really.
Quality score, Okay, what's damaged it? I mean, let's talk Google then. What's damaged email marketing over the years?
Well, you just touched on it there, like Google adding the promotions tab, and other mail providers getting similar features of kind of help segment. Personally, I don't think that does that great a job. I mean, how do you? I still get promotion stuff through on my channel.
I've unsubscribed from loads. I don't know how they come back.
So I don't think that's done a particularly amazing job of it.
I think people are fed up and people are aware of it as well. If you hand over your email address, you expect some sort of marketing email to come your way.
Well, marketers have
people might give their email over less or not open them more.
I think when email was new and when it back in the day, people would do a lot of spam and stuff because you just had people's attention there no matter what you were sending. You'd hope most marketers in decent companies today aren't spamming, and that's kind of reduced the amount of spam people are getting, and that's had kind of a positive impact on. That's why open rates have maintained. Rather than continually dropping, because I think marketers have got a bit savvy to it as well and just stopped doing it as much.
If you look at your inbox, like your personal inbox, I look at my Hotmail one that I've had since I was 15, so it is just all subscriptions and sometimes my grandma or something. But there's nothing spammy. I'm still subscribed to them all, and there's nothing offensive to make me unsubscribe. And there's nothing really 9 times out of 10 making me open them. But when something does come in from some brand that I still want to hear from, it does make me open it, and it does have an effect. So they're inoffensive, or they catch your attention.
That what you touched on there is like that approach of which actually affects deliverability for the sender. It's being addressed with grey mail now. So going forward, you might stop. I won't be too. I do exactly what you do. I've got certain brands. I just read the headlines, and if something, that's how I read their email.
It's just subject line.
1 in every 10 I'll open, and I might buy something genuinely. But truth be told, most people probably don't do that, and a lot ignore it, and I think that's why the idea of grey mail's coming in to protect that.
What? Go on, explain grey.
I'm going to say, do you want to touch on grey mail?
Yeah,
We know what it is, but
so grey mail is something that HubSpot sort of introduced last year, was it?
Yeah.
Year before, as a way to address this, what we're talking about, where you've got a database of vaguely engaged people. You've got people that open every email. You've got some people that just sit at the back, let your emails come. They're not fussed. They're not annoyed, but they don't open or read or click or engage, and they don't purchase your products. And over time, that probably grows as you send more emails, and that impacts your sender score and your open rates. So you're getting skewed data, and you're thinking that what you're doing is getting worse and worse when it isn't. It's just, well, it is, but there is still people engaged, and you could send it to less people, your open rates would go up. So what they've done is allowed a way of, you don't have to delete these people out of your database. They can analyse the people in your database, see who is part of that group, exclude them, and you can still keep them there, and every now and again you might include them if there's a big launch, or try and find a way of re-engaging them, which we do.
So don't include them in a send, you mean?
Yeah, so you untick them, you then put them into a separate sort of campaign to try and directly address what they aren't doing, and sort of break the mould of your normal subject lines, and start saying like, "Hi, we know you're not opening them anymore. Like, we'll get rid of you if you want."
Yeah, I think that frankness of the way we do it for ourselves and our clients, of saying, "You haven't opened 7 emails. We respect your inbox."
Yeah.
Like, honestly, if you want to come out of it, that's absolutely fine with us. We'd rather you do that than just sit in limbo.
Yeah.
So click here to go, or click here to re-engage. The good things are, even if they don't click, we take them out because they're not engaged still. But if they do click, they normally re-engage and actually do read future emails. Maybe because we're watching and we're going to email them again saying you haven't reread our emails.
It can just be like nudge, can't it?
Yeah.
There's a lot of times, I mean, probably in the grey mail list of everyone I'm subscribed to.
Yeah, same.
And I just think, alright, using the brands who email you, I think I'm a bit skint this period actually. I'll wait till the next one comes in, I'll open that and have a look. It's not that I don't want to hear from them.
Yeah.
But if they did send one, if iPlay sent an email that said, "We're going to stop sending to you," did a breakup email, I'd click it and go, "No, keep sending it."
Yeah, exactly.
And I'm back in the pot then.
Yeah, I did a bit of analysis on a blog I wrote recently about this, and looked at our grey mail stats, and I think the re-engagement, the open rate of that actual email was about 15%. So that's obviously not what we talked about with the benchmarks, but what I'm
These are
noticing in the blog,
people,
these
though,
are
aren't
people
they?
that never open our blogs. To actually get between 10-15% open rate out of people
really
that
good,
don't
For
open
none.
is actually a huge
It
increase.
is.
And actually bringing those guys, I think the click-through rate was, of those that opened, was about like average from a normal email.
Yeah.
Like 1%, 2%, whatever it was.
Yeah.
And it was great, and those guys then go back into the normal database, so you've actually salvaged a bit of that. There are some, and I think we've commented on, the way we've set it up is we send out these workflows and the emails. If they really don't, we'll get a notification of someone that's no longer interested. I'm yet to get a notification of someone that's not interested that I'm bothered about. I actually look and think,
They tend to be.
I wish like they stayed in our database. It's always a
exactly.
Gmail account.
Yeah.
They've not given us the last name. We don't know who they are. They're from. We don't know.
They've
We
not
don't
clicked
know who they are.
anything.
It's generic or spammy email address, or someone that's just gone just to get to a thank you page. And that just proves that it works. All the people that are real and just taking a back seat, then actually jump in and start engaging again. So it's good.
What subject line do you use for that then?
The first one of the two is this is the end. ...
This is the end, okay.
It opens up, there's like a downward smiley face, big purple buttons. Then the next one is, I can't remember now, it's something like, "We will unsubscribe you tomorrow," something like that.
So they know it's
And then we
very
just,
thoughtful,
the text, it's plain text email, and it's really non-marketing-y, non-businessy. It's just, "We respect your time, we're going to unsubscribe you tomorrow. Click here if you don't want that to happen.
Yeah.
If you do, all the best," sort of thing. And when that goes into a list, and then we look at those people and we take them out. But we try to just do something a bit different. and try and.
There's nothing lost,
Again,
is there?
that frankness just works.
Yeah, those people are technically gone because they're in grey mail. We're not sending to them
You could
anyway.
swear at them if you wanted, and just be like,
Yeah.
"Alright, you're sick to death of us then."
Yeah.
Clear off.
Yeah, exactly.
You're about to be dumped.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think come back down to one of the things that's damage an email, and it's a bit of a pet peeve of mine at the moment, is automation in marketing and email is awesome, but automation in spam is awful. Like one of the things you get now is if someone's spamming you, they'll have automated follow-ups. You know, this isn't what this technology was created for. So a salesman's trying to get hold of you, and occasionally they'll try and be witty, like, I take it you fell down the toilet and don't want to reply to my emails. But when that's 12 emails of spam, like no matter how witty you are with that, you're not getting a reply.
Once you know it's spam, it's gone. Stop trying to personalise it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's pointless.
It is. I think that awareness, like we're in the position where we're aware that's what they're doing. They've just plugged us in and hit go. And I think when you're very aware of it, like most marketing, it annoys you when they use
Consumers are aware though, aren't they? Like I said about my mate earlier.
I think so, yeah.
But before we started recording, I was talking about my wedding and guests staying at the hotel having to give their email address to the reception so they can get their room confirmation. And I'm surprised how many people said no. You're just going to send me a lot of marketing shit. So I'll put a fake one. Yeah. So it is. It's when you said what's harming email, I think the bad practice is having a negative effect.
100%.
But then, the positive for us, I guess, is if you do give your email over, you're willing, you're listening.
No,
So
definitely.
it's made somebody giving it over more valuable, I guess. So it's good for us.
Why we're having a rant now?
Yeah.
Why? It's 'cause I've
We all got emails
That's a new
going on.
podcast series. What Mark hates.
I've got probably 5 email addresses, so when I go into my Gmail, it's all mail, it's all 5 and go. When I unsubscribe to some people, you have to actually type your email in the subscribe page.
my God, I hate
I
that.
think, God, which one is it?
Yeah.
So I have to go back and find which one and type it in. That's
Why do
annoying.
you have 5 email addresses? You're a drug dealer.
By email.
That's such a modern thing, isn't it? Yeah. Well, the worst one of those, though, what I really hate is when you click unsubscribe, you go through and you have to log in to unsubscribe, and I'm like, there's not a chance I remember
That's
logging
straight
for
to
this
spam.
site.
You're not helping.
I'm going to hit you with spam, so they're doing themselves a disservice there, because I'd have just unsubscribed quietly.
That's my rule. If I can
Rather than raging
unsubscribe,
with my unsubscribe.
your email client can give you unsubscribe for most of them, can't
Yeah.
it? If you can't press that, you get marked as spam.
I know,
Do
yeah.
what?
Yeah.
Definitely.
Your fault.
On your
It
head,
is,
really.
definitely.
That's the dark side of marketing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Decathlon, I'm talking about you.
Let me unsubscribe.
Let's talk about templates versus plain text. Which works better for us guys?
Plain.
Yeah, I think there's some context to it, but on average, like
Yeah.
9
Overall.
times out of 10, it's plain.
Depends what it is as well. I mean,
Yeah.
I won't send a blog update
No,
because
plain.
then
Does that look
if you
weird?
send, it'll look weird, and then it makes your automated plain
Yeah.
text. Well, hold on. That was clearly automated, and it looked like the same one that's supposed to be personal.
And
It's gotta be
e-commerce as
tactful.
well, you
Tactful.
can't do e-commerce plain text like deals. Sorry, Andrew. That's what
it's
you've been
meant to
doing
be
all
from-
day.
Hang on, I'm just going to pause that. Yeah.
If it's off somebody, like in a workflow,
Yeah.
definitely plain text.
I
And
think
just what you're trying to get. Like I've noticed being on both sides of it, but like SaaS companies and like plug-in people and like Silicon Valley, like cool techie people have started doing it where they just email you like it's Ben from CoSchedule. Like I get an email
With
off
no
him.
capital lettering.
Yeah,
start a
and
subject line.
he'll send this email and it's really nice. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm reading this, and I'm like, yeah, I want CoSchedule now.
I was
It's
really
good,
pissed
that.
off at myself when that worked on me. You know, when they swapped a couple of months ago
Don't say
to
that.
not capitalising the subject line first
Yeah.
letter, they kept doing it, and you could spot it that they'd like.
Yeah.
It took about 2 months, and I thought I'm going to see what they've done,
Yeah.
why they've done that. So
Yeah.
I've opened it, so it's worked. Then the content was in plain text,
Yeah.
and I read it, which I don't normally do.
Yeah.
And then I clicked and I downloaded
I
something.
mean, we directly actually seen it. I mean, it's not a new thing to send a plain text email, obviously, but for a marketing like batch purpose, it is quite a jarring like approach because templates have been such a big thing for so long. And we've seen that we've shifted to doing this for a lot of for our clients for launchy sort of things, launching content, launching a download, because it's so unoffensive and non-invasive, and people are so relaxed to read it. We all agreed that I now and I open a template that's got 2 grey bits, a white bit in the middle, a header and a footer, and some sort of formatted text. Before I even know what it is, if it's not selling me like clothes or technology or like Amazon or something, I'm not interested. I already think you're in with those guys.
You're trying to sell me,
rather than help me. Whereas an email, my brain still thinks it's from a colleague or someone I know, and even though I know it's not, and it's slightly off, it's still. I'm in the right frame of mind, and you read it and it gets people's attention, and we've seen that firsthand. Like
it works for literally firsthand as well. When I get emails off you sometimes still, because it's a really long workflow. It says, "Hi Paul, something to do with the workflow," and I'm like, "What's Ricky said?" Oh no, it's automated. But I'll still look. Just because you think, if you know what's going on, you think, well, they've been clever about it. You can have 10 seconds of my time.
I think from a technology viewpoint as well, like if you really don't need a template, go with plain, because it's getting harder and harder to support all of the devices, support all of the browser types.
A/B test.
And
our development department is a nightmare, don't they? We build so many templates, and we just like this.
But then you'll get the odd guy saying, "I'm still on like IE3." Like, how are you even possibly still on that?
They're the most angry ones.
Exactly. It doesn't
like,
work like that.
I got a leg to stand on, mate.
But with plain text, it's going to go through to everyone, whether you're on a phone, a tablet, a desktop, in any browser. It's going to look fine.
And to just back up, like HubSpot have built that into their email templates as a set. It's a template. It's a plain template. You know what I mean? So you don't have to
it's a strict
think
template.
about how to do it.
Plain text templates that don't look natural.
Weird. Massive text, but plain. It's a bit bizarre. But again, definitely for workflows, on the automation side, once someone downloads an ebook, like keep it plain. You're going to get a much better engagement.
I don't know if you mentioned it or not. I was drinking my beer. Sorry.
You enjoy it, mate.
When we switched to plain text, and we found that people were reading the email longer, and the message was getting across.
Definitely.
It's just all across the board. Like, I won't go back to using templates as a first port of call.
No.
They have the time, the place, obviously, but
something worth mentioning as well. When I first got into doing email marketing, was plain text. It's just literally plain text. In case anyone's not used them, it is just plain text, hyperlinked and underlined. There's no fancy images or
no filters.
As though you'd typed it.
That's exactly what
I want to talk emojis, but I know we've only got 9 minutes of podcast left, but I can't skip that, can I? We've got a young workforce, and they love emojis. We use Slack, and it's just...
You have Slack conversations, and it's emoji, reply emoji. It's like a story and emoji.
Drives us old guys mad. But let's talk emojis in subject lines. I mean, I know you guys have been testing that. Has that worked for you?
Yeah, like it's a tricky one. I think I spotted myself before I started using them for clients, the YouTube emails. So if you subscribe to a YouTube channel, it's the first time I ever spotted it. Was one where if you subscribe to someone on YouTube, when they upload a new video, you get an email, and they put like this red circle, like a record button, which is pretty apt. And then it just had a thing, and no one was doing it. It was probably like a year ago.
It really stands out.
I always look at that. So then HubSpot again implemented it in the system, so they're obviously on the same sort of. They obviously subscribe to people on YouTube, but we just started putting it on. E-commerce clients is a good one, like regular emails. When you know that unavoidably you're part of some sort of noise for a client, you know you're in the mix of lots of e-commerce people, and you're trying to stand out. I think it's really good. It's good for like seasonal emails, anything that lends itself well to something, or like a launch of something that's quite exciting and informal. It's not going to work for every industry, but the ones that we've used it for, it's really helped keep, actually just boost, but then maintaining open rates way above the 20% mark. And I think it's just a good thing to do.
What I'm surprised at is marketers haven't spoiled it yet. Like
Yeah.
I literally,
I'm trying.
I'm
trying my
I
best.
don't get every other email with emojis, or just like
can't be far off.
No, it's not going to be far off, and I think that's the point where
I think people don't dare just yet
Yeah,
to like
definitely.
use it all the time.
And I think that's a good tactic, even for like what you were saying. I think if you sent out an email a week as a client, and every week you had an emoji on it, unless it was something like YouTube where it's really pertinent to the email, and you're doing it for like a recognition
It's like one
viewpoint.
to one, isn't it?
Yeah, so Sunderland Football Club, all of theirs start with a football. Again, it's just like subtle, like the red dot. And I kind of get that and I like it, but if you're not doing that and you're sending out a different email every week and you're using a different emoji, I think that'd get tiresome quickly.
Working your way through the different
Yeah,
smileys.
but I think using it on the one you really want someone to open, or you want to
Yeah.
have a different impact, or like the breakup one's got like a little sad crying face
Yeah,
thing on it,
yeah.
isn't it? There's probably a name for that, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
You view your inbox and it's just a list of emails, but then you see the one with your little emoji on it. It does stand out.
it still does, and I'm surprised at that's not been completely
If
wrecked.
it makes you look at it, that's
Don't know if
job
it's
one done.
isn't it?
That's
Yeah.
job one done,
Doesn't
isn't
do
it?
anything else. Yeah,
Yeah.
you looked at it, tick.
Yeah.
Well, the emoji's got you to look at it.
Yeah.
The subject line needs to back it up.
Yeah.
I wonder how far off we are from that point of the inbox just being emoji.
Couple of weeks.
I'm thinking end of the year, like literally, that's
Yeah.
coming, isn't
Yeah,
it?
I'm involved.
When this podcast releases.
Yeah.
The video in your subject line will be the next.
Yeah,
that'll be all
little
sorts,
thumbnail.
won't it?
Waving.
That'd be pretty cool.
There you go.
Although Wistia are bringing out, tangent alert, Wistia are bringing out a embedded video in email
Okay.
tool.
Well, they'll play it in email.
Yeah, it's not subject line, but actually in the email.
Wow, that'd be cool.
Play.
So you don't
People have been
subject
promising that for like
Yeah,
a very,
they
very long
announced it the
time.
other day.
Right. If that
I
happens,
retweeted it.
that's
To be
a,
precise. Yeah.
that's another game changer, isn't it? If
Yeah.
that actually happens.
There we go.
Mm.
Whatever that is. Get some sort of siren.
The reason we're rushing tonight, we're going to stay on time. Andrew's getting his hair cut. He's got an appointment booked in, so
If you
What can I
can't
say?
if you can't tell, his hair's looking really long and
Try to
shaggy.
move it. Some things you've got to come first. Yeah.
cancel it.
I'll let you know how it goes.
Next week, you'll have a look next week and hopefully
It's
put in the
short.
comments
No,
if you
there's
think his
a plug.
haircut's better or not. Yeah.
How important is segmentation?
Like massively. I think if anyone's still, we touched on it before. The email blast days are pretty gone for me.
I've
Like
got a stat to back that up.
good.
Not stat, first ever stat. Monthly blog roundup, 3 other weekly emails with products and things. 11% open rate usually. Can't get it above that no matter what we try. Emojis out of context,
Yeah.
emojis in context, shouting,
Offensive.
capitals, fucking open it.
That probably works.
Segmented,
Yeah.
really fine segmentation just to teachers.
Yeah.
.ac addresses, and it shot up to like 30 odd, nearly
Yeah.
40%. It's like 38% or something.
Yeah.
Just proof in the pudding, isn't it?
It's come to any good persona-based marketing, like
To
inbound.
personas. We need a button for that.
Yeah, back to personas.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's so true, isn't it? If you're not segmenting
start.
your email, you're not doing your job properly. Are you?
Yeah.
And it just mentioned before is that even if the message, the thing you're saying, you've only got one thing to say to your whole database, still segment it and just
Yeah.
find some sort of angle for that subject line or the
Yeah.
general message.
You've
Even if
you've lost nothing by not emailing the other people because they
Yeah.
wouldn't have opened it.
Just
Yeah.
clone it. You've got a new feature on your software, whatever it is. Just say this is great for persona.
Yeah,
This is,
at the
it's
very-
great for everyone. Just
at
say
the
it's
very
great for the
least.
persona.
Yeah.
It's great for teachers. It's great for them. It's great for them. It's great for them.
It's going to
Just clone
resonate
it,
a
and
little
people
bit.
are like, oh, great.
Yeah,
It's-
me.
it works.
Yeah.
It's nice. It's not. People don't switch off when you start talking about them. People want to hear about themselves, don't they?
If you know you're being marketed to and you're going camping next week and somehow someone's found that out and sends you something about camping stuff,
Remember to take a stove.
you're gonna
What's that?
That's my extended camping knowledge, by the way.
beans were cold.
Stove. It's going to work.
When's the best time to send them?
When people have had enough time to do the very urgent stuff and have got a better time to look at their email for more than a second. Most, I know this is very niche to me, I just talk about my clients, but a lot of them are that sort of 3:30 in an afternoon or 8:30 in the morning,
Yeah.
where people typically are not at in their busiest period.
In Persona research, I've had some feedback that like 4 a.m. is a good time because someone either can't sleep
Who are you
or they're up
going
early. And then you're top of the inbox when they check it on the phone in the morning.
I was
That's
going to say,
another good
first
one.
thing in the morning's underused for me. If you've got any sort of middle senior management, C-suite business owner, they've checked their emails before they get to work.
Yeah,
Like,
Before
so
they've got up.
yeah, it's like I do it. Pick my phone up while I'm in bed. My email's cleared before I get out of bed and have a shower.
I
So
turn my alarm off. Check my email.
Yeah,
exactly.
emails are checked before kettle
So,
gets
like,
switched. My
yeah.
phone's
half
next
6 to
charging
half
there.
7. I think that's really underused if you're in B2B and you're targeting that. But B2C, it's anyone's game really, because if you're targeting factory shift workers or policemen or whatever, middle of the night could be fine for that if that's what works for that persona.
Yeah,
Back to Persona.
don't like to say personas, but
Need one of
I mean,
those.
we've got ones that are chefs, waiters, people in hospitality, working late night shifts.
Yeah.
We purposefully don't send them at the 8, 9 o'clock because we know they're kicking because they've been working till 3 in the morning.
And everyone else is sending them at those times. Because
Yeah.
you've been online, read a blog, when's the best send time, picked that time. It is in general, but for their persona it's not. So their inbox is full at the worst time. If you're just sending it midnight when they finish the shift or something.
It might be a bit obvious to say, but maybe not to listeners, but don't send them like on the hour or on the half hour.
When they look like
And they
you've
look like,
scheduled.
I'll
yeah.
send it at 5.
I-
Just go for a random time.
R4, I've unsubscribed from them. It just got to a point where
So
all the blogs were just going, bosh. I knew it was nearly home time
R4.
because the emails started
Is that
going
because
bad.
you're a teacher and that's when you used to clock off?
R4 in morning.
So, yeah. Yeah, but that's it, isn't it? I'm like, oh, half 4, yeah, last half hour, everyone will check their emails and
Yeah.
it didn't work. And then
They've all been
6
unsubscribed.
weeks holidays, don't send
we're
them.
too clever. We're far too clever for that. Guys at R3.
How often then? So I know it's down to personas, but how often should we be sending emails?
On the balance, not too much.
Yeah, I think not less is more, but I think weekly's. I don't use nice. Like I think that's a comfortable.
Nice.
Yeah, I think that's a comfortable level. Yeah, where
Yeah.
I'm not going to be offended at one a week. That's not going to clog my inbox. But I'm actually getting through to you often enough to stay top of mind.
And what you offering? If you're offering,
If it's buy my shit, you don't want it.
but if like you've just bought a
Yeah,
house,
yeah.
you're a estate agent, there's
Yeah.
no point them emailing you the week after, is
No.
there? Or the year, or 5 years after.
No,
So you use that analogy to
Yeah.
whatever suits you.
definitely. I think the persona and context wins out, doesn't it? On all of these. Sorry, that's a
Sorry.
rubbish answer,
Good
but
answer,
it
that.
completely does.
We'll leave it there then, we'll round it up.
Good.
Andy's got an appointment.
I'm going to enjoy this 16th century castle.
Yeah.
A little bit more.
It's not the castle.
Yeah. Court.
Santa's Grotto.
Santa's-
Okay, guys.
Yes.
Yeah,
From
We've had a
Lapland.
good ceremony.
See you later. Thank you. Take care.